Take note that I'm packing my mags here. This is very important for later, as you'll see why. One of my favorite guns. If you listen really closely, you can hear the movement that I hear, which makes me stop. It's a quiet shuffling. Straight up just heard somebody over there. But where? Now, at this point, I'm just listening and having an angle where I can see above the wall and through to the next zone. This is very important because I'm trying to figure out how many people there are and how I should play this. There's two. I don't have a grenade. Ah! Shit.
Not looking too good for you, buddy.
Just remember those words. It's not looking too good for you, buddy. I mean, it's alright. You got a friend, though, don't you? Oh, now you're gonna go quiet, huh?
No, I answered you. You're the one who stopped answering, buddy.
I didn't hear you say anything, my friend.
Oh, no, I'm here.
I said you got a friend with you, don't you?
Yeah, and I told you there's more than one.
Now, this is a very big mistake. If you are ever playing in teams and someone is VoIPing at you, don't tell them how many there are, even if it's just there's more than one. So right here, what I'm doing is I know I'm in safe cover and I'm checking my hydration and energy levels as well as I'm making sure I have fully packed mags for this fight. How to play this. This is also something that you shouldn't do. This guy doesn't know where I am, but he's popping off shots with his Mosin, which has just completely revealed his position to me, and lets me know he's up on the bridge. This is another thing that's important to note, is I'm checking how much time I have left in raid. You don't want to be sitting close to 10 minutes while you're engaging against a fight with at least 2 people. It's not going to leave you enough time to loot. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? See, what I did here was I pushed up because I heard them pushing me. This let them know I was going to be holding an angle which wouldn't allow them to quickly get into position to take me out. Here, I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. I'm kind of in a bad spot here. At least my right side is covered, but I have my front and back both exposed for being pushed. So I really just need to wait for them to make a mistake so that way I can get out of this situation in the best means possible. Here, I'm basically just saying that I don't care if they have the backpack or gun that I dropped previously, it's irrelevant to me. And I'm also just acknowledging the fact that I did light up the guy that was on the bridge with the Mosin, so he should be hurt and out of this push. So you'll notice that I checked the amount of time that's left in raid again. I do this because I know that as a solo, I have less to lose than they do as at least a duo. This is a tactic that I will use regularly where I will wait a group out because I know that they're going to want to get out with their stuff and they have more desire to survive than I do. Sucks for you, buddy. One down. So I heard that guy pushing, and I made sure to wait to take my shots. I wanted to be certain that I had a moment where I could actually hit him with the majority of my shots, if not all of my shots. I wanted him to be stationary, and then this also is the perfect opportunity for me to fix my arm, so that way I don't have a limb that can be targeted and potentially hit me with a one hit and drop me out of this fight completely. He said there was more than one. If there was, they'd be pushing me. At this point, I'm not really sure what's happening, because the guy that was on the bridge had a Mosin, but yet here I'm being shot at by an AK. Now, if you listen, you'll also hear the sound of bushes moving on the other side, and that is the indication that there really was more than one other person. There is more than one. The sniper's close. Here's where I make my first mistake. I heard a guy on the backside of old gas station on the other side of the fence pushing me, so I went to push him. I wasn't paying attention to my positioning, however, and if you look at the bottom of the screen here, you'll see a trash can. Now this blocks my path for at least a second and a half. For any average player, that should be plenty of time if they have good positioning to line up a shot with a Mosin and one-tap me. However, that didn't happen. What I'm doing here is I know the last dude has a Mosin, and so I am trying to get him out of a spot where he has cover and into the open so I can engage him there. I'm also trying to get into a fight with him in a time frame in between when he is chambering his rounds. I know that there's a little bit of time there, so if I can get him to shoot and then engage in the time that he's chambering his next round, I'll have the advantage. And I got all three. And as a solo, it is very important when you wipe a three-man that have talked trash to you, remember those words. It's not looking too good for you, buddy. You should always spit on their bodies. Thanks for the last found and raid morphine I need, bitch.
Oh my guys, you didn't have to.
I'm just going to fast forward through this last segment. It's just me looting their bodies. You get to see the loot that I get. The last dude, he had some really nice loot on him. And they also seemingly brought me in everything I would need to get my hydration and energy back up to full, which was very kind of them. All in all, I did get out of this raid alive, and I came out with a lot more goodies than I went in with. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Anonymous out.
Um, Friday piece, buddy.